Okay, so Kemba Walker is apparently on the trade market. We have no idea why. Oh yeah, wait, we know why. The Hornets are bad at basketball. So there are a few teams that could be interested. J.R. Jackson is here as well. So, oh shit, I didn't even print him out. All right, so hit me. What do we have? So I believe the first one is Adrian Wojnarowski explaining why. Well, the Hornets are bad. They have bad contracts. Charlotte has been encouraging teams to make an offer. And what they want to do is attach one of the bad contracts to Kemba. It totally makes sense. So the first one, I believe, is the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are saying, like, this is via Bleacher Report. So yeah, just trade Channing Frye and Cedi Usman and Amon Shumpert and J.R. Smith, 2018 first-round pick via the Nets and a second-round pick for Nicholas Batum, Michael Carter-Williams, Kemba Walker. Can we just react to this real quick? No.
Nightmare.
No, absolutely not.
Forget it. No. Stop.
Why would the Charlotte Hornets do this?
Why would the Cavs do this?
Oh, the Cavs would do it.
This is bad both ways.
The Cavs do it. Even though you give up the pick, you're also giving up a second-round pick, which is like whatever. It's a total crapshoot, and you're getting depth. You're like improving already. Now you have two scoring point guards who could really help you out offensively, not helping out defensively at all. But like to get Batum and to get Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
So you've got two scoring point guards, right?
It's not great. Yeah.
When you had two scoring point guards already, kind of one can't play. That's just there's too much. This is. I think I'm beginning to get exhausted with this process, but we'll continue to go through, and I'll tell you why, because that's a more broad idea I have. But also, so just specifically about this, again, you got to stop teams. The problem a lot of times, and this is the problem with the Cavaliers, that this isn't their only problem.
Right.
We're talking about they need to address scoring, they need to address defense, they need to address some kind of big man help. Jesus, man, you're just not a good team.
They need a new team. So let's just give them the Hawks. All right, what's the next trade? Let's see. All right, so this is one that I thought of because I'm like, okay, well, Eric Bledsoe's all right, but like Kemba's better. So give up Jabari Parker, who's already on a one-year deal. You don't know if you're going to re-sign him. Thon Maker, who is either like 22 or 42, and then John Henson for the high motor guy, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Remember when that's all we heard in the draft?
Oh,
She's like, oh man, look at his motor. And Kemba Walker. This is a trade that I like for Milwaukee, because then you got Kemba Walker, Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then a few others. I like it.
Again,
thoughts?
And I've mentioned this before we got on. Why does Milwaukee need this? I'm thinking on the perspective of the better team in each of these scenarios. I'm going with what do they need to do, because it's not officially the mid-range point, but All-Star game is what we call mid-range.
Would that not be so scary if Kemba Walker teamed up with Giannis?
Scary for
opposing defenses?
To what to happen for the Bucks. It's scary for a game if you happen to play them. If you're the Bulls, you're like, oh, we got to play the Bucks this Friday, and they have a tough team.
You take that shit back about the Lowry Markkanens, all right? The fighting Markkanens are looking solid nowadays.
It's scary for a game, but this team is not going to make them a championship.
You're saying that if Milwaukee gets Kemba Walker, they can't beat LeBron James and the Cavs?
At this point, anybody can beat LeBron James and the Cavaliers.
Even the Atlanta Hawks.
Shit.
The Atlanta Cavs.
Maybe even the Charlotte Hornets, as we found out.
Yeah, that's true. All right, what do we got next? What's the next trade? Let's just roll through these. This is one that I found from Dan Favel. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. The trade failed, but what he said was San Antonio would give a few picks and they would work out the money. Oh, no, not Rudy Gay! And Dejounte Murray for Kemba Walker and the hyphen, MCW.
Right.
Michael Carter-Williams, all right. I'd love to see Kemba Walker with Greg Popovich.
We'll find a way.
The Knicks would have to give up Enes Kanter and Frank Ntilikina, both solid pieces, basically for Kemba and Marvin Williams, who's bad.
You know, one reason for the Knicks to do something like this is to try and set up a great scenario to try and lure these, bigger superstar names to come in the offseason with these contracts expiring, or the free agency market opening up, and just having, I'm gonna come in and play with Kemba. Okay, this is a setup for next year.
Then you got Zinger and Kemba. That's not bad,
right?
Yeah,
no, that's a thing to set up for next year.
Years to come.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay, and by the way, they still have Joakim Noah in his contract. I love Joakim Noah.
They do.
I love Joakim Noah.
Where's Joakim Noah?
I hate New York.
I mean, like, where is he?
Oh, like, where in the world is Joakim Noah? All right, what else do we got? I think we got a few others, and I'm sorry I didn't print this out. The Pistons. This is one I saw off Twitter via CPepis37. Marvin Williams and Kemba Walker, okay, for Avery Bradley, good defender, 1-year deal. Boban. Stanley Johnson and Luke Kennard. You're giving up young talent in order to get an established player, and again, a guy who is like a poor man's Tobias Harris is Marvin Williams. How he has stayed in the league is dumbfounding to me.
Yeah, as I look at it, I'm always talking about how the Pistons, I mean, I'm not sure what it is they're looking like because I never get to see them. But
the Pistons are like,
you said it's a good league pass.
Good league pass team.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Just take it as is. Good league pass team. Don't watch them in the playoffs. Okay, how many more do we have? We should have like 2 or 3. This is one that I put together. I think it's decent. Rodney Hood's on a 1-year deal. I still think that he has worlds of potential.
Yeah.
Derek Favors on a 1-year deal. Reminds me of Paul Millsap. And Ricky Rubio, whose hair is just locks of love. For Nicholas Batum and Kemba Walker. The Jazz would be like kind of relevant.
Yeah.
Just enjoy Kemba's 2 years.
But again, you got, exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose him, and you have 1 year left on Rodney Hood, who, again, he's one of those names, and I'm not sure if, say, as an NBA player, it's almost good to be in that kind of position where you're good and you're recognized like kind of almost locally. It's like you're a local up and comer.
Rodney Hood?
But he balls, man. And then you may miss, I've seen Rodney Hood like.
Did you just say he has petite balls?
Jesus.
What did you say?
I said, but he can ball.
Oh.
So you almost want to fly under the radar like that, but you know, as far as becoming a superstar and making tons of money, you don't. But as far as you can fly under the radar and people won't necessarily key in on you, you can kind of stack up.
So you go to the Jazz to be irrelevantly relevant.
But I mean, again, how quickly we're looking for success. The Jazz we're talking about a potential rookie of the year, and
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and Mitchell. So like you have stuff building. Don't throw out what you're building before you finish building.
So you're saying Kemba Walker would limit the development of Donovan Mitchell? No, I think he could only learn from
it would limit the development of your team with young, good core players because he'll leave. Like you said, enjoy him for 2 years.
Yeah, enjoy him for 2 years. This is one that I like, but I know Charlotte wouldn't do. MKG and Kemba Walker for Jeff Teague, you automatically improve the point guard position, and I think there's potential that he would stay as long as you keep the core together. Bjelica, Shabazz, and Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is showing potential. I don't think that he's going to get anywhere near, of course, what Kemba is. Jeff Teague is very similar to Tyus. But I like this trade for Minnesota if they could pull it off. The problem with Charlotte accepting is that you have limited money, and Bjelica's on a 1-year deal. The Jeff Teague contract is not good.
Right.
So you would have to trade him for like a 2nd-round pick to a contender. So what exactly did you put together for me that you want me to react to?
The Kemba Walker trade, one of the first things was how maybe potentially going to the Cavaliers.
All right.
It just happens, right? They go, oh, what do the Cavaliers need? We talked about this for a second.
Everything.
I touched it.
Yeah.
So they need a lot of stuff. Oh, but if they get this guy, then they'll go over the hump. What is the Cavaliers, what is their goal this year? It's what or bust?
Championship.
Who are they trying to beat? Who are they figuring in on? Everyone's talking about. So when we say who they're talking about, I'm not saying LeBron James or Teron Lue or anybody.
The Golden State Warriors.
The Golden State Warriors, who they've been going to multiple championships against in recent history.
All right.
There's just one problem with every one of these trade scenarios, and maybe we'll do this scenarios, and what if this guy does this scenario is, I just want to go to the first audio. She couldn't have said it better.
You can't win!
Bottom line, you know what? The bottom line is they cannot win. Can we hear the next one? It's the reasons why they can't win.
All right.
Have you read the papers? Do you know what everybody says? It's suicide. You've seen him, you know how strong he is.
You've seen how strong the Warriors are? It's suicide. So you know what you do? If you trade away your Nets pick, if you try and give out anybody you have, let's get rid of Kevin Love, let's give up J.R. Smith. Let's make sure we try and salvage the whole damn team to make sure that we have one more chance at winning a championship before LeBron James takes off, most likely. And then you still don't win. You know what you've done?
Failed.
You fucked everything up.
You failed.
So back to the first point again. Let's remember Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's remember this. First one.
You can't win.
You can't win. You cannot win.
Which poor TYT employee did you make do this?
I did it. I don't care what you do. Huh?
Your voice can't go that high.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Oh my God.
Who is it?
The reference.
No, it sounds like Adrian from Rocky.
It's one of the most famous lines from Rocky IV.
You can't
Bottom line, no matter what, and she was wrong in that case, of course, because Rocky always wins.
Fuck Adrian,
but the thing
all right?
is, nothing else needs to happen except for the front office and LeBron James and everyone else in that organization to realize they cannot win. They can't win. They can't do it. I don't care what you do. You want to bring in Boogie, you want to bring in Kemba.
Don't get me started on this
Yeah, we
Boogie
talked about this the other day. It doesn't matter. You're gonna lose. You're not good. You need too many things. And all this to throw away everything in the future to try and get a second half of the season.
What future?
They're getting rid of any kind of picks.
Bro,
What's the Brooklyn pick?
You have the best player, arguably, of all time
now
on your
or bust.
team.
All I'm telling you is,
that's the problem with your argument.
The problem is that it's bust. My argument is that there is no now or bust. It is bust. You're not going to win this year.
Can I ask you a question?
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
So here's my thing. So here's my thing. Yeah, careful, copyright. So here's my quick thing. Why? Let me ask you this: if they reel off 13 straight wins, second half of the season, you still think they can't win?
If they reel off 13 wins in the second half of the season, it won't be because they traded for some guys, because they finally got their shit together.
It could be because they traded for some guy.
They have plenty of talent in Cleveland. We already know this. That's the reason why it's such a big story. People going, oh my God, they have so much talent and they suck. Okay, not suck, they're like the third team right now.
They also don't have the talent. Like, that's the other thing. LeBron James, okay, take him out of the equation. Are they a 7 seed in the playoffs without LeBron? I don't know if they make the playoffs.
I know. They're dancing around the bottom.
They're dancing, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What kind of a dance? Are they like electric sliding?
It's like
Are they Cotton Eye Joeing?
It's more of like a two-step. So what happens?
This beat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that. Yeah. So when it comes to this, I don't know, man. It's too much to try and salvage, to try and make something happen that I don't think is gonna happen. You need way more than
stay idle and just blow.
No, but try and fix it internally. Like
internally, the relationship is totally broken between Dan Gilbert and LeBron James.
Oh.
Nothing is going to be solved internally. Really? That's why you go for it.
So the relationship is broken between Dan Gilbert and LeBron James, which means what? He's leaving?
I mean, we both think so, don't we?
So this, my only point being, he's leaving after this year. You're trying to bank everything on the second half of this season. That doesn't look good, and you have plenty of talent. You got Isaiah Thomas.
You don't have talent.
You do have talent. They're not playing well together. You know who else has talent?
Name the talented players. LeBron James.
Everyone except for who's sitting on the bench for the whole game. What do you mean?
So
they got Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Isaiah Thomas was supposed to have.
J.R. Smith can't shoot this year.
His numbers
are way down. Yeah,
that's a problem.
Or it's just age. That happens too to a lot of players. Isaiah Thomas, LeBron James, and Kevin Love is like kind of there. And Draymond fucks him up at the playoffs.
And you're supposed to have your who's the Kardashians' husband now? The new husband into the Kardashian life?
Clo Dogs?
Yeah. So now you got Tristan, right? So all of these, they're supposed to be good. They've made the finals 3 fucking straight years.
Yes.
Which means they had talent.
You know who else?
And then they replaced, of course, Kyrie for Isaiah.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Okay, so the only way to fix this is to take back that trade and get Kyrie back? No, you can't win. You don't have him.
Wait, what is it again?
Cannot play with.
No, that one. You guys just bump dicks with audio there, huh?
They didn't know which one you were asking for.
You said you can't win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you threw the alley. All right. Well, this clip is drunk.
I hope I'm wrong. Because because I want them to look better than this, but I'm just looking at reality.
Of course. Well, I'm glad you're really painting the picture.
Stop assuming that you're just gonna win just because you bring in one more guy. It's ridiculous.
It would give them a better chance of unseating Toronto or Boston.
Yeah, and then.
But I take it back. Toronto's smoking mirrors every single year. We do this dance with Toronto.
That's true.
We do the hotline bling with them every single year, and guess what?
You know one of the main things Toronto did from last year to this year, and why people actually think they can make it to maybe Eastern Conference Finals? They developed some players. Of course, they did some moves and stuff.
They also drafted OG Anunoby, who looks great.
Yeah, but look who their MVP and their MVP candidate is of their own team.
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan has developed his game. Crazy how you do that.
Speaking of,
develop some game, put something together, man.
We're gonna show when DeMar DeRozan found out he was an all-star. Check out the channel, youtube.com/TYT Sports.